I hope that this video session finds you well. If you've been following my gratitude posts, today I am very, very grateful for having a platform, Instagram, Facebook, any of these social media, Zoom, any of these things that allow us to connect to each other, to lift each other up with uplifting things, and also a platform to express ourselves and myself. So thank you for these platforms. I am very grateful for the internet. Okay, so come to a seated position. If you need to put a block underneath your seat, no problem. To bring your hips higher than your knees, to give your hips a little bit of a break. As we start off with grounding, coming into your seated position, root the sit bones into the support beneath you, lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders down and back, allow the shoulders to droop away from the ears. Welcome to your relaxing Yin Yoga. Chin parallel to the floor. Tuck the head back slightly so it's right on top of the shoulders. A nice long line from the sit bones to the crown of your head. Then relax your hips and legs as much as possible. So you're only using the supporting muscles of your core to hold you up. Feel free to touch thumb and forefinger. This is Gyan Mudra. Fingers floating down helps with grounding. You are here now with me in this. Or palms up is a gesture of receiving. Receiving energy, receiving upliftment, receiving peace. Feel free to close your eyes as you orient yourself into the room, into your body, into your mind, and starting to practice suspending judgment. Allow your experience to be your experience. It is perfect just the way it is. Bring your awareness to your breath. Your breath is always with you, your faithful friend, always here in the present moment, supporting you, nourishing you. At any moment, to become grounded, to calm down, to bring things in perspective, you can always take a non-judgmental stance to your breath and just watch it. Watch it like an impartial observer. Notice as you breathe in, belly expands, body expands. Then as you breathe out, body contracts. Noticing the parts of breath, the inhale, the space after the inhale, the exhale, the space after the exhale. Make an intention here. It might be just a practice in refocusing your mind over and over again whenever it gets distracted to yourself in this moment. Be it your breath, sensation or sound, or taste or smell. It could be to focus on cultivating a sense of peace or calm, even in the poses that are a little difficult, that are a little emotionally jarring. We're going to do a couple of those today to help work it out, to release that which no longer serves you. Make it an intention. And now for ocean breathing breathing in and out of the nose. Inhale through the nose, send the air all the way down to the belly. Belly expands in all directions, filling up the lungs with air, expanding the ribs, filling up all the way up to the collarbone. And then exhale the air from the collarbone. Contract the ribs, contract the belly, belly button to the back of the spine. 100% of carbon dioxide goes out so that you inhale 100% of oxygen. Belly, ribs, collarbone, bottom to top. And then exhaling out through the nose, collarbone, ribs, belly, from top to bottom. For ocean breathing, apply a slight constriction at the back of the throat. It's like fogging up a window, but your mouth is closed, a breathy breath so soothing for the nervous system, and another sound for you to attach your mind to in the present. On your next inhale, open your eyes. And let's get set up for the first pose, toe stand. We're gonna work every joint area in the body, starting from the bottom. So this is where your meridians start or stop, half of them. Start or stop within the toes. So come forward. Curl the toes. This might be very difficult, especially if you trap your feet in shoes all day, but no problem. Everything's always just a work in progress. So wherever your toes are today, you're working with your toes. Curl them under. I'll just maybe show you. Even the pinky toe curls under. You might have to stay bracing yourself forward. As long as you feel a slight sensation in the toes, that is perfect. If you're not really feeling much sensation in the toes, just move your knees forward a little bit so that you increase the compression in the toes. If it's too much, maybe put your pillow underneath your knees, especially since we're coming up. So pillow underneath the knees, or rolling up a blanket, because sometimes pillows might be too much. Coming to your optimal depth. Be careful, your toes are little, small ligaments, small joints there, so you want to be very careful. Just a slight sensation. Opening up the toes. Coming up to a seated position. And take your strap, your scarf, your men's tie or female's tie, women's tie, in your right hand. Place it in your right hand. Bend the right elbow. Bring your elbow towards the midline of the body so you feel a little bit of a sensation stretch going on in the shoulder, and then reach back, grab your prop so that you feel the sensation in both shoulders, and then relax the shoulders and be with the next 9 long, deep breaths. As you fill up your abdomen, your lungs with air, notice how the sensation changes in your shoulders, in your body. Doubling up here, toes, nourishing the toes and the shoulders. Feel free to close your eyes. Sometimes that's helpful to really get into the sensation in your body, tuning inwards. The more you practice to tune your attention inwards, the more you can receive or notice the communication that your body is giving you. telling you that things are getting a little too intense. In which case, decrease the intensity a little bit by bringing your knees a little back. Exhale all the air out. Release the hands. On your inhale, push the hands, the walls out from side to side. So a little stretch for the shoulders. And then you lean forward, releasing the toes, nice blood flow, energy flow. Ooh, oh, it's okay to moan here. That's usually what happens. And then tap the tops of your feet, your toes, just to help the blood flow to get back into the toe tips, in through the joints of the toes. Thank you, toes, for helping us balance all day long. And come to sitting on your heels. So toe stand is actually really good for plantar fasciitis as well, so the bottoms of the feet and the fascia there. On your ankles, this might be a little bit of a stretch already. If this is not much of a stretch, you might need to put something underneath your knees. So my ankles and the tops of my feet are quite flexible, so I can actually raise my knees quite high. But I don't want to go to 100% of my depth, maybe about 70-ish%. So I'm just going to put the block or the prop there. So we're working ankles, tops of the feet, and knees. And let's do the other side. Take your prop in your left hand, bend the elbow, help guide the left elbow towards the midline of the body, and then reach back. Once you've got a firm hold, grip, relax your shoulders, chin parallel to the floor, either staring out and off in the distance, or feel free to close your eyes and follow the next 9 long, deep breaths. Our body is constantly communicating to us. It's interesting, I teach mindfulness, and one of the things that I love teaching it all really, but mindful eating, and so I will teach about hunger cues. How do you know you're full when eating? That's an internal cue. That's your body communicating to yourself, or to you, about when to start and stop eating. However, we tend to, because a lot of us haven't been taught to go inside and communicate with our body and listen to the body, and it's what it's saying to us. And so we tend to notice how much food is left on the plate as how full we are, instead of how internally. So we're using the external cue of sight to tell us how we're feeling inside, instead of the internal cue. So the more yoga you do, the more meditation you do, the more awareness that you bring inside, you'll be able to figure out what your body's telling you more and more and more. And in that way, your body will thank you as you nourish yourself and give yourself that attention. It will work better for you. You will feel more well, more uplifted. Maybe there will be a little more curled up lips into a smile. Exhale all the air out. Release the strap. Push the walls out from either side. Take away any props. And come forward. Come onto your elbows. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Stretch out one foot. Stretch out the other. And then come forward, extend your legs out. Do circles with your ankles. Circle in one direction. And then circle in the other direction. All that lovely blood flow. And of course, in these counter pose movements that we're doing to release blood flow and energy flow, if there's any other movements that you need in your body, honor your body. That's another listening. And then do that. So if you need a shake, you need a twist, whatever. Do what serves you well. You know what is best for your body more than anyone else. So Cotton's joining us now. So any of your pillows. So heels together, relax your legs in this forward fold. So when you relax your legs, your feet will probably flop over to the side, maybe your knees will bend. Perfect. Make sure that you come onto your sit bones. If you don't fold forward effortlessly, no problem. Use your block so that your hips are higher, using gravity to fold forward. So now stack all these things in front of you so that as you start to fold forward in this relaxed state, monitor the sensations underneath your legs, your low back, your entire spine. And then where you find the perfect depth for you, bow the head down, place a prop underneath it, and relax. You could also just use your arms to suspend yourself up and bow the head forward and relax that way. Whatever the depth, wherever you are in this pose, as long as you're feeling the sensation, there is no pain, and you can relax, you are doing it perfectly. Trust yourself and your innate wisdom. Relax here. In Yin calls it caterpillar. Inhaling long, deep ocean breaths. And practice extending the exhale. So the exhale is longer than the inhale. This recruits the parasympathetic nervous system, the calming side, even more. So you're strengthening the calming side of your nervous system. Usually people's stressful side of the nervous system, the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight system is usually very, very strong. Hence the stressors that are around. But when do we take the time to actively relax? The more you do, the stronger your parasympathetic nervous system will get, so that when you are in stressful times, that system will turn on and calm you down faster and more effectively. One of the reasons I love teaching the relaxing types of yogas. Use your powerful breath to condition and strengthen your nervous system. Exhale all the air out. Press your hands into the floor and slowly press yourself up. Take away any props. Bring your hands beside your hips Arch the spine, tilt the hips forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together, head all the way back. If there's any pinching in the neck, no problem, chin to the chest. So we're doing the opposite action of the spine to release. The last pose. And then come back to a strong, a long spine. And meet me in tabletop. So, if you have 2 blocks or 2 hard things, or a chair, I have a little bench thing, so I'm going to actually show you what this looks like. When I'm teaching you in a studio, I tend to say, hey, this is what you can do if there's a chair around. So I'm going to show you. Okay, so spread the fingers wide, hands underneath the shoulders. So if you have 2 blocks, put one underneath each hand. If you'll have only one, put it underneath the right hand. Bring the right foot in between the hands. For dragon, slide the left knee all the way back until you find a good sensation going on in the front of the left hip, the hip flexor. Use your arms to suspend yourself up. As you sink the hips down, relax the legs and hips as much as possible, since that's what we're working on. So if you were to have a chair or something, you can actually just see how this one turns into a yin pose and can be relaxing. Be with the next 6 long, deep breaths. I will do it the more challenging way of just suspending, so using the arms to suspend the breath. It's not as relaxing, but you just relax or suspend the legs, the body, and just relaxing as much as you can. And bow the head down so that your neck can relax. Exhale all the air out. On your inhale, slowly raise your hips. Take away the props. Feel free to do either windshield wiper or press up into downward dog. So curl the toes under, lift the hips up, press the floor with your hands down and away from you. Bend one knee, send the other heel to the floor, and vice versa, swishing the hips around. And then come back down to tabletop. Place your blocks, your props, wherever you need them. I'll show you on this side. Bring the left foot in between the hands. Shimmy down the right knee, slide it down, slide the hips, sink the hips down. Come into your Goldilocks pose, the depth where you feel a good sensation, where you can relax as much as possible. Suspend yourself, either on your hands or on your chair. For the next 6 long, deep breaths. Bow the head down, relax. This is typically an aggravating pose. You can, so if there is any emotions, it is not uncommon to feel frustrated, annoyed, irritated in this pose. It stimulates the hips very deeply, And so those types of emotions can come up. They say that anger can be stored in the hips. So here, you move the hips in a way. The key is to feel the sensation. If the sensation is happening, the work is happening, and anything that is dislodging is there to be released. Anything that comes up is meant to come out. Your body is telling you it is safe to come out. Accept whatever is coming up, emotions, thoughts, allow them to be as they are, without needing them to be other than they are, other than it is. Just be. Exhale all the air out. Slowly push the hips up. And then do your counter pose, whether it's windshield wiper, swishing the knees from side to side, or up in downward dog, walking your dog. I wonder if Cotton's wondering why it's not walking your cat.
I'm walking the kitty because kitty walks when it wants.
I would love to walk Cotton.
Yeah, right.
He doesn't like the harness. So,
If we could find one that fits him.
come seated on the heels, toes touching, never overlapping. So, setting up for frog, widen your knees as wide as possible. Put whatever you need, stack them nice and high in front of you. As you come forward, bring your hips in line with the knees and lower down. If you're not feeling much, so this is tadpole. Full frog would be bringing your knees in line with the ankles so that your legs are 2 right angles. We want to feel the sensation in the inner legs. So another one. There are 3 major meridians, so energetic lines in traditional Chinese medicine that run along the inside of the legs: liver, kidney, and spleen. So we're bringing energy to those 3 energetic organs, allowing the energy to flow better through them. Better flow means more vitality and better health. Liver releases anger. Kidney releases fear, and spleen releases worry. So releasing those 3, you bring in wisdom, kindness, and joy. Be with your long, deep ocean breaths. loosen, open your body. Maybe the sensation has decreased like it has for me, in which case I increased the depth. I took the pillow out from underneath me. Communication with the body. However, sensation can also increase, and if it has, come up a little bit. Either put another prop underneath you, or bring your heels closer to your glutes and bring your hips closer to your heels. For the next 3 long, deep breaths. On your next exhale, bring your heels together, toes touching. Slide your hips, your bum onto your feet, and then bring your knees together. Come onto your seat. Swing your feet around, feet wider than hip distance. Lean back. Switch the knees side to side in windshield wiper. Looks like Zach really got into his hips there. Good job.
It always takes me forever to come out of frog.
There's a few ways to get out of frog. You could army crawl forward to get out of frog as well.
I usually do that one.
Noticing how the thigh bone rotates in the hip socket back and forth. Coming forward, bring the left leg on the bottom, shin parallel to the top of your mat, and then stack the right shin on top. Alternatively, you could do everything we're going to do in a cross-legged. So if you're going to do cross-legged, right shin in front this time. Root the sit bones into the ground, lengthen the spine, anchor your right hand behind your spine. This is your new spine. Inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale, twist over to your right. Left arm touches, anchors right on right knee. Turn to look over the right shoulder, using both arms to keep your spine up. Now relax your spine. 9 long, deep breaths here. Each deep breath is a beautiful massage for the digestive organs, helping you break apart your food and absorb nutrients. Thank you, digestive system. Smile in your liver. By the way, I really like your prop placement, Zach. You place your props wherever you need the support. Everyone will be different. You can be very creative with how you stack them up and where you put them. Exhale all the air out and then untwist. Do a slight counter twist over to the left. Then start to walk around the spine, start to walk forward. Relax hips, legs, spine, everything, wherever you are. Wherever is a good depth, where there's no pain and you can still relax, but you're still feeling something. And then stack your props up nice. Relax the forehead down so that your neck can relax. or even just suspend yourself up on your arms and hang your head. You can see that I usually like to put my palms up. I'm working on receiving from the universe, receiving from myself. As I give yin to myself, I must surrender and open up to the receiving of the yin. Because it's interesting. Someone can give to you, say, a compliment. However, if you don't open to receive that compliment, it doesn't enter into your system. Compliments are high vibrational energy. It's a higher frequency. So just an example, frequencies of emotions. Shame vibrates at 20 frequency. Shame doesn't feel very good in the body, does it? Love vibrates at 500. So compliments are vibrating at probably about 500 because they are usually sent with positive regard and love. Receive compliments, receive. Practice receiving a compliment. Give yourself a compliment now. It can be your very own mantra. Exhale all the air out. On your inhale, slowly walk your hands up, slowly come up. Take away your props, lean back, unravel your legs. Good. Feet wider than hip distance. Swish the knees side to side. You know, in the studio, it's interesting. You don't really hear too many moans, but at home, let it out. Let it out if you need to. It's like your voice is helping to let out tension. Awesome. So this time, right leg on the bottom, left shin on top. Two shins are in line with the top of your mat. Anchor your left arm behind your spine. It is your new spine. Inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, twist over to left. Right hand anchors to left knee. Looking over the left shoulder, and then relax the spine. 9 long, deep breaths here. Picturing your spine. The low back isn't designed to twist very much. And then as you go up each vertebra, the one above it twists a little more than the one below until you get up to the neck, which twists the most. Practicing these twists so we can keep on twisting, keep that mobility. Creating more ease in the body. Smile in your spleen. Smile in your spine. Exhale all the air out. Inhale, slowly untwist. Do a slight counter twist in the other direction. And then come back to the middle. Relax hips, legs. Start to fold forward until you reach your Goldilocks pose, the depth that is good for you, that you can stay at for a longer period of time. Come to a stillness and breathe. Breathe in and receive a compliment. Starts to tingle, no problem. Just come up a little bit and then relax. But no worries, your foot will not fall off. You're working in the cartilage, the connective tissue, so that eventually your foot will no longer start to tingle or fall asleep when you use your body in this shape. Exhale all the air out. Inhale, slowly press yourself up. Take away any props. Lean back, unravel the legs, feet wider than hip distance, and then swish the knees from side to side. And then when you're ready, lay down on your mat. Laying down, heels together, relax the legs so the feet will flop out. Raise your arms up above your head, grab either elbows. If that's not quite accessible to you, no problem. Release the elbows or just bring your hands, your arms up above your head. If the arms, shoulders are uncomfortable, put whatever you need to underneath them. so that you are comfortable. You probably want to do that when you're in the end pose of banana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slide the ankles over to the right. Slide the shoulders, elbows over to the right. Keeping the hips flat along the floor, shoulders flat along the floor. And relax. This might be your perfect banana pose. Some of you might need to anchor an ankle. Right ankle over left or left over right, as long as hips, shoulders stay flat along the floor. Breathe long and deep, noticing the sensation on the outer edge of the left side, opening up the entire fascia. Gather your attention on the outside of the left ankle. And then as you inhale, inhale your awareness up the side of the calf, knee, thigh, hip, oblique, ribs in between the ribs, armpit, shoulder, left arm. And then as you breathe out, breathe your awareness down the side of your body from the left elbow down to your heel. Using your imagination to breathe awareness, to breathe energy, to breathe oxygen and nourishment. Breathing in, I am at ease. Breathing out, I am at ease. Exhale all the air out. Uncross the ankles if they were crossed, and inhale the body back to the midline. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, slide the heels over to the left. Shoulders, elbows over to the left. Extending your entire right side. Cross an ankle if you need to. And completely relax. Surrender into banana. Allow your experience to be as it is without needing it to be other than it is. Your experience of banana is perfect just the way it is. You are perfect just the way you are. exhale all the air out. Uncross the ankles if they're crossed. Slide your body back into the midline. A nice long inhale to lengthen the spine. And then exhale, hug your knees into the chest. Bring your hands on your knees, draw circles on your knees, massaging your low back. Circle in one direction. And then circle in the other direction. Maybe bring your knees in, give yourself another hug. Lengthen your spine, press the low back into the floor, tuck the chin in slightly, growing your neck along the floor. And then release your arms and legs into your most favorite Shavasana. Release the breathing technique and breathe naturally and normally. Release and relax everything. All tension drains out of your body. Scanning with your internal awareness and wisdom, your head and face, softening the muscles of your face, scalp, forehead, unfurl the brow, eye muscles, cheeks, temples, ears. Unhinge your jaw. All tension drains out of your jaw. Teeth part, tongue floats in the mouth. And softening your neck, back of the neck, sides of the neck, front of the neck, throat. Drawing your awareness to your trapezius muscles that attach the neck and shoulders and soften and relax. Relax down your arms to your fingertips. Relax upper back, upper chest. Relax mid-back and ribs. Relax low back and belly. Relax hips, pelvis, and glutes. Relax thighs and hamstrings and knees. Relax shins, calves, ankles, tops of the feet, bottoms of your feet, and toes. Just by bringing your awareness there, blood flows, nourishing and relaxing that area. Your mind, your attention is so powerful. And now begin to deepen your breath, starting to come out of deep relaxation. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing in movement. Circling your wrists and ankles. Circle in one direction. Circle in the other direction. Come to a stop and inhale your arms up above your head. Give yourself a nice stretch. Bend your knees and roll onto your left side, using your left bicep as a pillow. And then press yourself up to a seated position. Root the sit bones into the ground. Lengthen the spine. Roll the shoulders down and back. Chin parallel to the floor. Head tucked back slightly. Bring your hands to heart center, pressing the knuckles of the thumbs into the center of the chest. And feel free to close your eyes. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for connecting with me. Thank you. Thank yourself for nourishing yourself, for connecting, for moving your body, for strengthening your nervous system, for tuning into the internal, inward, for communicating with your body. May you keep on communicating with your body. May you honor your body. May you receive compliments. You deserve them. You're a beautiful, wonderful human being, beautiful soul. The light in me salutes, honors the light in you. Namaste. Of course, if you have any questions, comments, feedback, please let me know. I love hearing from you.